Cellular telephones are becoming a standard part of life for many people across this country. But as their popularity grows, so do questions about their use, questions of privacy and security. Ian Hanomansing has that story.
Business is growing for the cellular phone companies in British Columbia, but so are questions about the security of these phones. Questions prompted by the Bud Smith scandal. In July, the opposition NDP released tapes they had received of car phone conversations involving Attorney General Bud Smith. The contents of the tape led to the resignation of Smith and a hot political controversy. All of that has many cellular phone users worried about how secure their conversations are.
It really kind of worries me if the neighbors listening too.
And I think that it's made us far more aware when using the cellular phone that there is possibility of other people listening.
In fact, Smith didn't have a cellular phone, but a radio phone, a sort of advanced two-way radio which is fairly easy to listen in on with a simple scanner. By contrast, cellular phones are much more sophisticated. The companies say there are so many channels, it's difficult for someone to use a scanner to find and listen to a specific conversation. But companies warn cellular phone users should take care.
Well, the concern they should have is that if they're into a highly confidential conversation, it would be my advice, and in fact it's the advice in the Can't Tell Handbook, that they should use caution and discretion.
All of this has led to the question of legality. Whether it's a radio phone, a cellular, or even a cordless phone at home, is listening in on these conversations with a scanner against the law? In the criminal code, eavesdropping on phone conversations is prohibited if it's reasonable for the originator to expect it will not be intercepted. It's not spelled out if that applies to portable phone conversations. And the federal government says the issue is so unclear, it isn't sure what the answer is. The BC and Alberta governments looked at the issue in light of the Bud Smith affair and concluded that in some particular circumstances, intercepting these conversations might be illegal. That conclusion led the Deputy Attorney General of BC to issue this warning about cellular phone calls.
In the future, the interception and/or disclosure of such conversations may result in criminal prosecution.
But a senior member of the Attorney General's staff admitted the legality is not very clear.
The law in this area, as Mr. Hughes has pointed out, is at its frontier stage. And it's very difficult to predict what a court might say about two cellular phones, one person speaking to another.
Some legal experts say what's needed is a new law, one that's written with the current technology in mind. But unless that happens, or until there's a major case on the issue, it seems that the legality of intercepting portable phone conversations is still up in the air. Ian Hanomansing, CBC News, Vancouver.